All right, guys. Don't mind my voice, my whatever, my nose. It's just completely stuck stuff. I don't know what to call it. The allergy got to me, so I'll just try to do forecasts, probably with blowing my nose 100 times. Uh, and yeah, let's just try to do. Sorry, let's just try to lock it in. And we're gonna start with this was I didn't take a trade, right? No, because I only traded on Monday. This was a nice trade though. So let's just break it down. This is looking, by the way, let me, this was, I think I don't know when I made this, but it's looking to play out. That's good. Um, let's just break it down. See where we are, see what we took last week, see what we took this week, and go from there. So we can see that we opened a little bit higher. All right. Let's just quickly take this off the weekly, even though you won't spend a lot of time on the weekly. Just better to have it clean. Ah, goddamn. All right. Look at this indecisive candle. Huge doji candle. That's actually huge. It's a weekly candle, so of course it's huge, but if we just look at it, so we got our previous weekly low all the way down here. And we got previous weekly high now up here. And that's a nice candle. Why? Because we're looking for long, so it's not indicating that we're going long, but it is showing some rejection. And this might be a fake out. It might not be a fake out. Who knows? But essentially, we got this range from this low up to, sorry, up to this high, right? Or is this, what is this? What is this? Oh, yeah, up to that high. And now seeing that weekly close like that, it's looking very interesting. So then let me take off this, take off this, and zoom in. Let me see what else can go. Can take off this. This can go as well. We can extend this one. This can go as well. We got our bullish break. So we are working with this range now. There we go. That one just took that low there, right? Yep. And this was my forecast, actually. We took that liquidity. 4 hour wise, strong push to the upside. Not that much internal range liquidity, but it's looking decent. Why? Because we essentially took internal range liquidity from this low up to this high. Now on that red range, we are still in low old lows and looking for premium pricing to continue further down. However, we know that we now reached into the deep discount or coming into deep discount areas of this bullish range already at, let me see. Yeah, so we already tapped that 78.6 level. So yeah, so we're looking for longs, and that's already the main forecast. EU wise, we got previous weekly highs up here. Previous weekly lows up here. Thing is, this is not the oh, can I get that one? Thank you. It's not really the strongest internal range liquidity, but it is a nice one, especially on the 50-minute. Nice wick. Oh, you can see there's some drawings over here. Oops. This one can go as well. We can see that we just came below this, and I actually saw kind of a long setup this morning. Though price action, I'm gonna look at the news in a bit, in a second, all up. But we can see for today already, we had Asia lows. We had previous daily lows somewhere here. Asia low taken. We can see that we had some early buyers. I didn't take this. I didn't trade because if you can hear my voice, bro, it's just it's it's too much. It's so tiring. And then we can see that we have a high, a low, a lower high, lower low. Essentially over here we got that bullish break. Uh, we can actually see that we never came above it, so it's a bit tricky. But if you just look at this, then this is your essentially buy zone. Your buy to sell move on the lower time frame. 8, 7, 17. So here, it's quite a large slope. No, yeah, it is a little bit larger, 2.5 pips larger than usual. There we go, 9. And this will be the trade. Thing is, it's not really that clean, it's correctional. So yeah, and this grab, this liquidity grab down here was not the strongest yet. It is valid, so this trade is very valid. Would I still take it? Because now I'm on the charts and now I see that we are still in that area to take it. No, I wouldn't. Because the setup has been there, the entry point has been there, the entry point is tapped, everything is tapped, everything is filled actually. If you go to low time frame, came below that, that is filled. We filled this one, everything is filled up, so it's just a missed entry. I don't really, I'm not a big fan of trying to still catch a move, just wait for the next one. I try to do it sometimes. I have some trades in my journal where I do it. But ideally, you don't want to do it. You just want to take the trade around or on the moment price HR entry area and go from there. Forecast wise, so weekly we set we have a nice doji candle coming below the liquidity, tapping into the 50-minute demand over here. If you look at the daily as well, you got that wicks to the downside and then that strong bullish candle. However, that's immediately followed by a strong bearish candle. Not that big though, but still valid is valid. I want to see some relief. If you just look from this time frame, we can see that we have some trend line over here. We know that I've been following bearish order flow for some weeks now. Actually, yeah, almost all May we've been following bearish order flow. Well, all May is a big exaggerated. 15 half May. So we just started following this, and we know that if we follow order flow and not fill ranges, we know that we are building up liquidity. So we know that there were stops above here, those are taken, but we got stops above here, order flow, order flow, order flow, order flow, order flow, order flow. So all those points got stops above. Now another thing is that we know that every hello and a high has stops below and above. But with order flow, we know it's stronger. Sorry. Lining that up with the high time frame where we are right now, I'm looking for buys. Is it still valid to look for sells? Yes, of course. Why? We took that into range liquidity. on the most recent range here, and we are still following that right now. So we can actually come down lower, but I'm favoring longs, and that's my forecast. And if we come lower, it's pretty simple. We just keep following those most recent ranges until we get like clear turnaround. We can already see that. Let's say we break below here now, then this will be like our internal range liquidity over here if we don't come above anymore. So then it will look something like maybe this, and then a continuation down from that point. Of course, we don't know. So that's another possibility that we get below here. Thing is, if we break below previous weekly lows again, I am again favoring higher pricing. So then I would still look for something like this, where we break above here and then get a turnaround, then get that discount, and then get that move further up. And then this one, of course, will count. So yeah, that's it for EU. This is, of course, not DXY based. So the thing we're gonna do now, first of all, is look at news. So it's Forex Factory and my FX book. PMI today. Is it the first? No, we had FOMC last Friday, right? First Friday for the month. NFP, sorry, yeah. What did that do? I think this was it, or was it here? It's usually in the evening, right? 2:30, no, was here. Interesting. Not much movement from FOMC. All right. So yeah, that's it for EU. I'm looking for longs from this area. If anything, we can get maybe longs from below here. Below this one, that will be a last call for longs. And then I would just monitor everything below here. DXY, quite similar to EU, looking for shorts. We know that as we came above here, we never reached that discount pricing. So we also know that this move down is discount pricing now, and we might actually just continue up following most recent structures. Now let me look at EU. Now here it was more filled, but I think actually this move was tapped into, yeah. So only thing is that we move down, that this will be a liquidity grab, and we move down is because DXY has this range that I marked on right now. Other than that, I would like to see the same story on DXY actually, where we take out this high internally, which we did right now, and then get that sell move going on. Now, high time frame DXY, we know that we're still in a huge high time frame supply zone over here. So yeah, DXY has this bullish range from this low to this high. If it will be respected, we will see. But we also know that we got that bearish break here, and that seems to be very valid as well. Although this could be a nice high time frame early seller inducement to then continue up here and give us the move after these highs are taken. Now GU, let's clean that up as well. So we took previous weekly highs, previous daily highs, didn't take previous daily lows. 1 second. Sorry. We took that liquidity down here, and that's where this bullish move came from. We also know that on GU, we now reach into that deep premium for this bearish range. We know that on the higher time frame, we took this liquidity, and we might actually see GU come down lower, which means DXY coming up higher, which means EU come down lower and invalidating this bullish range and lining up with DXY. DXY's bullish range here from this low up to this high, that would line up with this as a liquidity grab instead of a break over here, and then a continuation further down, which lines up with GU then either moving up from here, but to line up with that idea I just discussed, then further movement down on GU as well. Now what I'm looking at is bullish price action. Actually, I don't know with GU. Well, we got this liquidity now building up here. Nice trend line. You can see that slowdown around the trend line over here. That was drawn on perfectly. Yes, we broke bullish on this one finally over here, and we still got discount pricing now, but we gotta see and wait a little bit, as still have to take out this spot one, by the way. So yeah, actually I'm looking for buys. Now looking at this, I thought we took this, we didn't take it yet. So I'm looking at buys maybe, just like EU and DXY sells. So, and to then come above here, maybe then give us a sell move. So yeah, that's it for GU. A bit quick one. Don't want to cover everything. My nose is just done. I need to finish some work. So yeah, that's it, guys. Hope it makes some sense, especially EU. For me, EU is the most clearest pair after all, so that's my main focus. Not trading today, or I didn't trade today. Don't know if I will be trading the rest of the week. Next week I will be away, little holiday, where I will try to do forecasts, but we'll see. All right, peace out. Catch you guys later.